Hi guys, Ghost Reverend here, and welcome back to another episode of Noble Legacy. I hope you guys are doing well today. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll bring you cool daily videos like this. So jumping in pretty much where we left off the last time, we had just built the tavern and we had just built the library. We managed to get somebody into research, so we've got some research going, and we have the tavern going. I think we have a tavern owner. We don't have a server or anything like that, so we can just take some stock. Let's go and see what's going on. So if we look at our buildings, in our library, as I said, we've only got the one researching at the moment. In the tavern, we've only got the one person. Just hopefully we can recruit somebody. So this is going to be either a tailor, a weaver, or an acolyte. We don't have a need for this type of person at the moment, so we're just going to wait till the next reset, which is in 7 minutes. Okay, so if we have a take stock of our village, we have some houses. We do have some houses that are don't have currently any people in. Okay, we do. So we've got a tavern house, we've got a builder's house, merchants and scholar. So maybe we need to build some more housing. Forager, we've actually got it full. Storehouse, we've got it full. Buildings, let's have a look at the storehouse. We actually have 3 people in here, so we probably need to upgrade the building and add another bed. Or alternatively, we can build new residents, which are slightly bigger. We can upgrade them to have more people, and they'll each have opportunity to be able to sleep and to eat and to sit down and relax and all that kind of thing. So this is our tavern. This is where we kind of left off the last time. We do have a tavern owner, so we're just going to wait for some recruits to come in, and then what we can do is we can get all the other things going in the tavern. So like they can start making stews from mushrooms and that type of thing. So quite a lot to look forward to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the build menu, and I'm going to think about building the church now, because we are researching it at the moment. So we're about a quarter of the way through. So I'd like to get some sort of a structure up and going, and we do have a builder to help us, so we can always get somebody to help us as well. So I'm going to take it quite far back. So what I'm going to do is I want to have a nice front porch, and then I'm going to take it out another 3 blocks. It was blocked there for some reason, and then it worked fine. And I think that's going to be enough. It's quite long. Probably a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the last 2 off the ends. So I'm going to take this one out and take this one out. Okay, so at least that's going to be our sort of foundation. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to build a staircase over here. So maybe we'll do 2. And she should help us start building. I mean, I would actually like to build this building in stone, but we don't really have enough stone. Let's go and check our storage. I think we can actually look at it from our information screen. So we've got our kingdom. We should be able to have a look here, and we have 102 granite, which is actually not a lot. So if we wanted to build the structure in stone, we could. So if you have a look here, this only requires 10 stone, and these windows are all 10 stone, but we're going to need a lot of stone to build the entire structure out of stone. But these are quite nice because they've got church windows. So I mean, that's quite a nice double-sized window. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think I actually want to go out another 2 blocks. Okay. So we need to decide if we're going to build it in wood. So otherwise I'm going to have to go and farm a whole bunch of stone. So what we can do is we can probably build it initially in wood, and then we can upgrade it at a later stage. Okay, so that's going to be the door. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create solid walls on either side. Did it create the wall? It did. Let's go and remove that one. Okay. And then I want to put the when we get it, so let's just have a look here. The service, this is the altar. So I want to put the altar in this little back room over here. So I want to build that back room out. So it's going to be a wall, kind of like that. And we can have solid walls on either side. And we're going to have 3 different walls. So, I mean, these church walls are actually really nice. And it's sort of the double volume. So, let me just have a look. Wow. It's actually really cool. Just means the church is going to be extremely tall. But I must be honest, I think I'd like to build a church out of those materials. I think it'll be pretty cool. So let's have a look what the other windows look like. That's just a normal one. That's more like for a gate or a guardhouse or like a town hall or something. So we've got the double windows and then we've got the double volume. So I quite like the double volume. Alright, but let's just see what's been built and what hasn't been built. Okay, so we want to maybe put some windows in here. So maybe let's just put windows. I'm just going to build it out of wood for now. So we can possibly upgrade it at a later stage. Let's get the initial structure in. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to need support for the roof because it's got 3 different squares. So we're going to use this one, which doesn't use much support. And I'm going to just take it around this side. And you'll see what all my madness is about shortly. Okay. So I wonder where the other one went. I want to just get this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is where it went over here. Oh, so we don't need this one that crosses over. I think I might actually want that to be a solid wall. So let's just remove that for now. Drop in a solid wall and see. Okay, so I'm going to just zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to drop in 2 walls like that. And then I want to just do solid walls up either side. Okay. And then we can get a solid wall in here. Nice. I just don't know if the builder's going to be able to reach this high, but let's hope that's the case. We'll just have to figure that out when we get there. Okay, so I want to put in a wooden roof. And I do want to have a bit of an overhang on either side, so I want to use one of those. One of these. Okay. Now we can actually start putting in some wooden roofs here. Okay, mushroom stew has been added to our crafting, so we actually have got one. That's awesome. Just gonna change the angle and try and build the roof from this side. Oh my word. There's that crazy one. Okay. We need need some corner pieces on either side. So one over there, one over there. Are we going to need the same on the other side? We are. We're going to need another solid piece over here. And then we are going to need a corner piece at the top. Okay, let's see if we can just do the roof from here. We can. Okay, it's going to give the builder a lot of work to do. But if you look at it from the bird's eye view, it's definitely starting to take shape. I think we want to do a bit of an overhang on either side of this roof as well. So I'm just hoping that our builder can get this high. One of those pieces in there. Pretty cool. And the same thing on this side. I want to just do the overhangs. Okay. So I mean, it's quite a lot of development. Let's just see here. Alright, so I want to get it an easy way for us to get onto the roof. So let's just build, I want to just build this one. Okay, let's see if we can actually reach, we can build this one. Okay, we actually haven't looked to see if we've got any new recruits. So we can't actually, everybody's looking for a church and a farmhouse, so we can't get anybody anyways. Okay. Doesn't look like we can reach those top levels. So I'm probably going to need to build a contraption to get up there. Okay, so I think if we get up onto the roof, we should be able to do whatever we need to do. So let's put down one of these. Just increasing the height. I don't want to get too close, but I want to get close enough so that we can get onto the roof. Okay. And let's just build the stairs. That's good. Okay, and then maybe just regular stairs over here. Yeah. We don't even have to build it. We can just start constructing this building over here. Okay, so I hope it's not going to build this wall. Maybe if we just put in a level here. Okay, and then I can just put this wall back. I'm sure that when we can build from a different angle, we should be okay. And this one on the edge here, we can actually just edge here we can build. Right, so that should be all the hard to reach places. And then what we can do is we can just select this entire building and we can say destroy. Boom. As long as it's not attached, it's not going to destroy our church. Then we managed to get up and build those really high places, which we otherwise wouldn't have been able to do. And then the builder should be able to take care of all the rest of this. Okay, so we have staircase. So what I'd like to do is maybe put in a door. Maybe just put in some shutters as well. So let's put in a decent door. And I'm just going to put some shutters in here. That's also going to increase the building score, which will help us. And I just want to see how far we are away from... Okay, we're quite far away from research. So let's see, recruits. Oh, we've got two guys we can actually hire, a leader and a wanderer. So let's get this person. This is Heather. Let's make her a decent offer that you can't refuse. Welcome to the team. And there's an angler as well. Slow. What does that mean? Movement speed is decreased. Okay. Alright, so fisheries already got 2, and the foragers already got 2, but the builder doesn't. Builder's Lodge. The problem is that she is slow, so she's going to be a little bit slower than most. So Builder's House, we can put Bertha in there. Okay, Heather, I think we can get going in the library. And so this is a merchant. Let's just see... Storehouse has already got 2 people in. Unhoused villagers. Okay, so tavern. I'm getting the research going as opposed to getting the taverns going, which is not great, but I think it's better than what we've currently got. Okay, we do need to start making space for more people, because once the church is built, we are going to need people to be housed. They're going to be working here.
Hey, how's it going then?
Okay, so if we have a look, we have got a lot of space. So I'd like to maybe use the space. I don't know if we should put houses in here, or if we should put maybe a tailor, because we are going to need a tailor, and we are going to need a blacksmith at a later stage. I'd like to keep them more or less inside the middle of the town. And what we can probably do is we could probably run another road out the back here. And then run it all the way across. And then we could put another row of houses in. So when I was playing offline, I did create another prefab, which is a slightly bigger house. It's not perfect, but at least it gives us a good start to house quite a lot of people. So otherwise we can just use our small tier house. Let's rather just do that. So we can probably add another 2 houses in here. Probably a few more, but I'm just going to do 2 for now. Okay, so our village is starting to get bigger. It's starting to spread out a little bit. I'm trying to keep the inner space for things that we need, and the people that are living can come in and do what they need to do. Okay, so we've got the 2 houses going. We've got this massive church being built. Okay, our research, let's have a look. So we've got 2 people in research as opposed to just the one, so our research should be speeding up. Okay, so we're not even halfway yet. It's still going to take a little while.
Hey, how's it going then?
So I'm just going to help them along because they are busy with the church. So I'm just going to start building one of these. Nice having our houses out in the forest. I'll probably want to put a defensive layer in behind this row of houses as well. We haven't researched it yet or got there yet, so when I get there I will definitely do that. I know how our church is going. Well, it looks like we missed a piece at the top of that wall there. We did too. I just wish it was easier. Maybe we can just build a staircase. Oh, there we go. That's much easier. I can't believe we missed this little piece here. This one. It's not letting me put it on, so I will force it. And we're going to miss out on the overhang on the other side. Oh no, it's still there. Okay, that's great. So let's zoom in, and what we can do is we can put the roof back. BCE, oh, it is built. Okay. Okay, and then we want the overhang on this side. Nice. Let's try and get rid of this before our builder comes along and actually builds it. Okay, perfect. So we've got the second house and third house going. She's still busy building, which is fine. Okay, how's our research? It's over the halfway points. We've got nobody here. We're in 17 seconds. So hopefully we're going to get somebody that can come and help us. So let's just see what we need. We need 2 servers in the tavern, so we need no tradesmen or nobles. Library's full, builder's house is full. That's also full. Fishery's full, and the forage is full. So we basically just need 2 nobles. Our builder's lodge, we've got 2 people in, so it's actually fine. So we've got a merchant's house and it's really the storehouse. So if we had to upgrade this to tier 2, then we could take the merchant out and put him where he's supposed to be. Okay, so this will be research house. The tavern, and let's just take the person out of there and we can put them into the research house. Okay, cool. Tavern house. So 3 people, we only have 2 beds, so hopefully it's going to be okay. We'll just monitor these 3 happiness and just see. If their happiness does drop, we can always go in and upgrade the house. Maybe we should track it and just see. our new recruits, so we can't get anybody because we don't have a church yet. Can you believe it? Could help with the research as well. Okay, so let's go and make that house a little bit bigger. This is our house here. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of the trim for now. Get rid of the trim. Get rid of this piece up here. Get rid of the roof. It's going to be like, why? Okay, so if we bring it out by 2. Alrighty. Get rid of this wall. Get rid of this wall. Get rid of the table. And the chairs. We're probably going to have to reforge everything here. Okay. So we want 2 solid pieces here. And I don't mind actually putting in some windows here. Okay, and then what we can do is we can add a staircase in over here. There we go. Okay, and people are like, where's our house? Completely destroyed it for the moment. I don't know why it won't let me. Okay, maybe the lighting, or maybe the hearth. We're going to have to move everything around anyways, so let's just see. Yeah, that's exactly what the problem was. So let's remove that lighting, and what we can do is we can just add the hearth back. That's part of the furniture, but I'm going to add it over here. Help me build, friends, help me build. Okay, so we could probably have 2 windows and 2 solid walls. So I'm going to have a window over here. And solid walls on either side. I think the staircase as well we don't need. And then we can have 2 windows over here. Starts having everybody busy and building. That's what I like to see. Okay, so we can put that in over there, that in over there, and the same sort of thing over here. Alright, so let's put in the roof. I'm going to put in a wooden roof. Lack sufficient support. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do it. Let's try again. Wrong roof. Okay, it gets a little bit confused sometimes. It's fine. Okay, and then I wanted to step outside because I want to trim the edge of the roofs here. So maybe we just go up into the build menu. Let's just go and orientate ourselves. That's fine. And we can add the trim on here. I'm hoping that the builders can actually reach it. Same on that side. Okay. I don't know what she's building. Okay, so furniture. So now we want to add more beds. So I'm going to add 2 double beds. One over here. And one on this side. Now we can have 4 people comfortably sleeping here. I want to add a closet over here. Perfect. Okay, obviously we can get rid of that little bed. Okay, so it's missing a table. And I want to put in a decent table as well. So let's add one of these. Much nicer. Okay, so let's have a look at what's happening over here. So we are in the storehouse. Level 3. I just upgraded something else now, I think, by accident, with the research house. Okay, it's fine, because we are still researching. Let's have a look. We can't recruit anybody. Let's go back to our buildings. Tradesman, library, so we can upgrade our library even further. And our builder's lodge and our tavern. Okay, so we need to fill up our tavern as well. So we're going to wait for some recruits, but this is our house. Let's put in some windows. And then the same thing upstairs here. New recruits available, guys. Let's hope there's somebody that can come and help us. So just confirm, I think we need nobles. Nobles or tradesmen, right? Okay. So both of these are people we can't use and we can't recruit anyway, so we're going to have to wait another 7.5 minutes. I must say that's pretty crazy. Not very nice if that's what happens. Okay, let's add a little bit of trimming over here. I think it's in the decoration if I'm not mistaken, or it's the furniture. That's the furniture. Okay. I'm just trying to think what else we're going to use this area for. So maybe we can add a bookcase. And we'll add another table for people just to chat at and read and do what they need to do. So I'm going to put in a chair over there and a chair over there. Now what we can do is we can add some books. Okay, and I think there was a third one there, so I'd like to check out what the third one was. Similar to the first one, but slightly different. And then we can put a pile of books on the desk. So it looks like they're actively reading. Pretty cool. Okay, and then the lighting is obviously an issue. So let's get rid of that light. Alright, so we want to light the whole place up. But what we can do is we could probably have an overhanging light. So I think it's in the furniture. No, it wasn't. The decorations. Like this. That's so cool. Actually provides ample light for what you need. Okay, and this one's going to do the walls, so let's do one in the center, one on either side, one in the center, and one in the center. Okay, so we've got some lighting in. Our decoration score is now 149 of 60, so this is a really nice house. We can even go into a little bit more detail and add some plates and things, so we can add Maybe add a jug in the center. I don't know how everybody's going to have a glass, but anyway. There we go. So this is definitely going to be like the favorite place in the town. Okay, so there's a handy barrel. It's good. Okay, outside we can have a bench. So we got a single bed, wall shelf, a stool maybe. No, I want something a little bit more bigger than that. Here, so a bench. People can come chill outside and stuff if they want to as well. Okay, and decorations. Let's just see, we can add another barrel. Just make it look like it's been lived in and it's been used. Okay, and then the forager's hut, which is where's the forager's hut? It's over there in the corner. So we actually need another one of these baskets. Now we can upgrade the tier. I also just want to put in a door while I'm here. Decoration, sorry. Okay, better. Right, so now we can upgrade. Nobody visitors, another 2 minutes. So if we look at our building and we go to our forager, we can now upgrade our forager to the next level, which means we can now have 3 people living there. And the fisher we can also upgrade. We don't really need to at the moment. When we get somebody in that we need, then we can house them and we can get them to work. And then these are the rocks that I'm talking about. So if you run around, you can see that they're just lying around. And they seem to respawn as well. So every single time I log in, they seem to be back. So it's not a bad thing. There's a little bit more behind these houses over here. So here's some of the clay. And here's some of the rocks. So we can just farm some of these. So I want to be doing quite a lot of this offline, so I don't bore you guys, but I just wanted to show you, because I haven't shown you before. So this is just harvesting some stone, and I'll just go and harvest a little bit of clay as well. The animation's not 100%, right? He doesn't seem to hit the first time. It seems to be fine with the clay though. He hits it, and then as he hits it, you get the item put into your inventory. But if you look at the stone, you'll see it's a little bit off sync at the moment. So he doesn't hit it, and then he hits it a second time, and then it disappears, even though there's 2 pieces. There's now 3. So see, the first time he doesn't seem to hit it. Problem with the animation, I think. And also it would be quite nice if we could actually put beds into the tavern, so that there are people, the visitors, that if they do want to come and chill and have some dinner and have some drinks, some meat and whatever it is they're going to do, then if they don't want to travel back to their hometown during the night, they can just chill out at the tavern. So I think it would be quite nice. So at the moment it's just not possible, and we can have a look at our research. Our research is getting pretty close, so we're going to be able to do an altar and some pews. And you can always go and help, even though we have 2 researchers at the moment. Let's just see if both desks are being used. Okay, so they are. So what I can do is I can just select one of these. Just add it in the corner. So I'm not going to interrupt them. And then what I can do is I can start studying and helping it speed up the process. I mean, it's pretty much done. So let's just see if we can help a little bit. I mean, it really is quite close. New recruits available as well. Okay, so we can't have anybody. Can you believe it? So they all want, at least wants a church and forager. So we can clumsy. Destroys an item when crafting it. Hopefully the server is not crafting anything, so it should be okay. Okay, so the tavern house, we need to add a second person in there. And we can't negotiate anybody else. This person wants a church, this person wants a farmhouse. I think our church research is almost complete. Sign research, it is complete. That's awesome. Okay, so we need to decide if we're going to do forge or if we're going to do the farm. It seems like they're wanting the farm next. And then we can do... This is not available yet, so let's just research the farm. And then we'll come back and research the forge. There's a tavern ale casket here. There's a tithe box we can research. There is a tavern kitchenette. Don't know what that is. That's quite cool. And an ale store and serve ale, which I think is also pretty cool. Okay, so no recruiters to help us at the moment. So what we can do is we can go and build the church, guys. Go and finish the church. Okay, so our church is over on this side. Okay, so in order to complete it, you need probably the services. Okay, so there's the altar. So we're going to run the altar in the center here. And then what I want to do is I want to come in from above and try and do this from above. Find that doing it is a little bit easier. We need to have 6 pews. Okay, so if we add 1, 2, okay, so that's all you need officially to have a church ready. Okay, so let's just see if we can recruit anybody else now. So this barfly is exactly what we want. The drunk. Recruited. Okay. So he can help us out. We actually need an artisan and a noble. Probably shouldn't have him working in the bar. Okay, the tavern house, we need to upgrade. And then what we can do is we can add him in here. We are going to need to mark this house because we are going to need to upgrade it. But that I will do in the next episode, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe. And I will definitely catch you in the next one. I hope you have a good day. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.